In 2011, my husband and I had already been living on a small sailboat for 22 years. And about half of that time, we had a dog on board as our furry first mate. In 2011, I also turned 50. And it was clear that we weren't going to have any human children, but we had loved our little fur kids. So we were looking forward to another. But we got a new boat when both the dog and the small boat went away. We got a new boat and started working on it. And a boat in a boatyard is a dangerous place for a small animal. It's dangerous for people too, because there's all kinds of toxins and resins and fiberglass and horrible smelling gases. But it's very hard to put a respirator on a dog. So we kept putting it off. We kept putting it off. So in 2011, we finally moved our boat to mooring in Coronado, California. And my husband and I were walking along the beach one morning, and he said, "Are we ever going to get another dog?" And I said, "Well, of course we are." And we started talking about what to do next. And he said, "Well, you know, I can't go to the Humane Society." I said, no, totally. You would come home with every dog in the rescue. And we just have this one small boat. So I said, okay, I'll look into it. I'll get online later. But instead, later, I was walking down the street when I looked about a block away and I saw the cutest little dog. So I said, I'm going to walk over and talk to the lady. And as I got closer, the dog had a vest on. And as I got up to them, I saw the vest said, "Adopt me." And I went, "Oh my God, this is the dog." And explained to the lady, and she said, "Well, you can come tomorrow. She's on a 6-day hold because she was found as a stray. And so, you know, you can bring your husband to meet her tomorrow." So I did, which I was worried about because many times stray dogs are afraid of men. Sometimes they're afraid of all people, but oftentimes they're afraid of men for good reason. And so he came in with me. We all walked in. She opened the gate, and the dog ran out and ran right up to Russell and jumped up on him. And he said, "Boy, that was a good career move," which it was. And so we both fell in love with her, and we said, "We want this dog." They said, "Great, fill out these forms, and here's a deposit, and blah, blah, blah. Now we have to do a site visit." So, site visit, we live on a boat, and it's out in the moorings. They said, "Well, how do you get to your boat?" Said, "Well, we have a little rowboat." "Well, then we'll come in the little rowboat." Went, okay. So the next Monday morning, this woman who's at least 95, and she's wonderful. She's a badass. She gets right into the rowboat. He rows her over. They row around the boat talking to me about things that they think might be dangerous to a dog. And I just keep saying, okay, good. We'll do that. I'll fix that. They say, "We'll talk to you by the end of day Wednesday to let you know whether you've been accepted to get this dog." So they go away, and Russell comes back, and we're jumping up and down. Our cute little dog. We're getting a dog. We're getting a dog. And we try to think of names, and we try to think where she's going to sleep. And we do all this, and we realize it's 5 o'clock on Wednesday, and we haven't heard from these people. These people have decided that we are not worthy of parenting a stray dog. This little mutt that no one wants, we can't have, because we just don't come up to stuff, and we get kind of mad. So we sort of, well, we don't even want the dog. Forget it. If you don't think we're good enough to have this dog, we don't want the dog. We wouldn't take that dog if they gave us that dog. So we're ranting and raving, and the phone rings, and I pick it up. Yes. And I put it on speaker. "Oh, sorry, we're running so late. We were having a meeting. Annie's yours if you want her." We look at each other. They say, "Well, do you still want her?" And we both go, "Of course we do. Of course we do." And we jump up and down and throw our arms around each other. Of course we want her. She's our dog. And of course, she was our dog. And she was our dog for 13 years. It was one of the best decisions we ever made.
Oh,
Beautiful.
thank you.
Love it.
That was so beautiful.